Hi, Joe from Red's Fly Shop here. I'm going to teach you a technique to improve your distance, line speed, and your complete understanding of the fly cast. So, the tip I'm going to give you, or the piece of advice I'm going to tell you, that fly line cannot be pushed anywhere. It can't be pushed to speed. It can't be pushed towards your target. In order to get this line going fast, the only way we can do that is to pull the line to speed. Okay, so imagine if you had, let's say, a chain, okay, like a heavy chain. And let's say that heavy chain is laying out here in the grass, and I want to take that heavy chain and I want to sling that thing over here and lay it on the ground that way. If there was any slack in that chain, I would have to slowly pull that slack out, and then I would have to build momentum, and then I could throw the chain this way. Only when that chain is tight and I pull it to speed will it go anywhere. I could push that chain all day. It's not going anywhere. So I'm going to show you an exercise you can do at home. This is a little bit more engineered towards distance casting and probably a little bit more intermediate to advanced casting. And I've talked about this scrimmage before, but I'm going to talk about it in the context of pulling my fly line to speed. I'm going to back up and I'm going to talk as best I can, as loud as I can, but hopefully you can pick most of it up. So the exercise I'm going to do, you can do in the comfort of your own front yard or backyard. You don't have to come to Red's to do this, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take quite a bit of line, and I'm going to go ahead and throw it out in front of me, and I'm going to practice my back cast and my forward cast in completely separate motions. And I'm going to watch my line, and I'm going to pull that line to speed. I can use my left hand a little bit to give it a little extra tug. That helps pull it to speed. Or I can just pinch the line in my right hand and I can start to pull, and I can pull that line to speed. I'm going to do the same thing going forward. I'm going to start slow and I'm going to pull that line to speed like that right there. So in each instance, both going back and going forward, if I want good line speed, which translates into control and distance, before that line ever gets to my body or back to my rod, it had better have a lot of speed and energy before it's going both forward or backwards. I need to pull that line to speed. In order to do that, I start with a slow acceleration, I accelerate hard, and that line has to be to speed before it gets to my body. If it's not being pulled to speed, I can push all I want after that line gets past me, and that's where we see a lot of people bringing the rod all the way down to the water or the ground and struggling with having a lot of slack in their casts and things. It's because by the time the fly line gets to them, it hasn't gotten up to speed at all, and they're trying to finish their cast hard. But that fly line, I can't push that fly line anywhere. I have to back cast crisp to get the line tight behind me, and then I pull it to speed. By the time that line gets back to my rod or my body, it's already got all the momentum in the world. So think about that next time you're casting. You can only pull fly line to speed. You can't push it to speed. If you want better distance and performance out of your cast, get that line up to speed before it ever even gets back to your body.